Nikki.
I'm Nikki.
Oh, I thought I was Nikki.
I'm Richie, actually. You're Nikki.
Right. So I love your studio here. It's really great.
It
So tell
is.
me about the days with John Stamos and Full House. When did you actually do that?
Well, it was back in the early 90s. I was in Jesse and the Rippers. One of my favorite episodes was actually when Little Richard was on the show, and I loved performing with him. What did you think about that episode?
I thought you were the best. I thought you wailed on the saxophone. I thought it was. I didn't want to watch Little Richard. I was watching you. You were unbelievable.
Oh, I'm so flattered. Too bad I was only like 4 years old when the episode actually aired. But
I was only 7. I was actually very young too, but I looked older with makeup. They make you look old.
you were just on an episode the other day. They play repeats of Full House on Nickelodeon, and I'm like, oh, there he is. There's Richie. Well, as you can see, we're right in the studio, Cove City Sound Studios. I just love it here because it's one of the last studios that actually has one of these SSL boards, and I think is that some of the reason why artists love coming back here at a day and age where any dummy could really record in their own home. They still come to the studio.
It is. The reason why we're still here is because we do have the SSL console. We also have a Neve console and a large room to record in where we can actually set musicians up and play, which is what a concept. Think about it. That's how all those great records that you've ever owned or listened to were made by musicians making music.
And now you worked with Billy Joel. You toured with him for many years, playing the saxophone. Can you tell me what it was like on the road?
No.
You'll have to kill me if you tell me some of the stories.
It was great. I mean, many years of touring. The road part was back in the day was where we developed the music. Basically, we played as a band and then we recorded as a band. So Billy was very gracious to let us make our parts up, write our own parts, and make that music with him and be part of over 100 million records sold.
How was it? Because I know you said you were on long tours and you don't get a lot of sleep. You're not always eating healthy, out partying. What keeps you going and what keeps you inspired when it feels like, oh, the one's just gonna end? It's been so long.
That being able to stay up the next night and to be able to the music, the adrenaline that the music brings is amazing. What we've often said as musicians that you you pay us for the being in airports or on buses and being denied at trying to get on a flight or something like that. The music part is we love to do that. Once we get on the stage and the adrenaline is there and the satisfaction is tremendous, it really is.
You've had so many of the greats in here, from Mariah Carey, your buddy Billy Joel. What is it about this studio that gets all the greats coming in here to record?
I think it's just the fact that it's comfortable, and of course we have the best gear in the industry, and it's got a vibe. The place has got a vibe, and since I opened the doors 27 years ago, it's just one of these places you walk in, you feel comfortable, and it's a place to create music, and that's what we really want to do. It's all about the music, and it's all about making music with musicians.
Now, what's something that people don't know about you? You're very successful. You've been in the music industry for so many years, but what's something people would say, wow,
Baseball junkie. I love baseball. I am also the musical director for Bernie Williams from the Yankees. Now, I've told people that I've been on major tours. I've played when the Berlin Wall came down. I played that event for 250,000 people. I played the first concert at Sydney Opera House, Madison Square Garden, Carnegie Hall, and people go, "Well, that's great." I tell them that I was on Full House and I was one of the Rippers. That gets their attention.
well, Richie, I had a great time here in the studio. I'm glad you had me back again. I was here in 2009 recording something, and I just love your facility here.
I actually do remember that was you and Celine Dion together. You did a duet, right? It was awesome. You were